Hey guys, this is Michael, teacher turned trucker. Just wanted to give you guys an update. As you can see, it's not my normal surroundings. I am at the hotel for TMC here in Columbia, South Carolina. So I've alluded to knowing which company I wanted to go to. I decided quite a while back I wanted to give TMC a shot. Today was day one. We'll go over a couple things. It was fantastic. Um, Talk about the one thing that I was so stressed about was the agility test, getting up the ladder. Not a fan of heights, but you get up, you walk around one, you get off on one side of the ladder, you walk around, go down the other side. Not a big deal. You just do what you gotta do. And then the tarps, the way they show you, it's not overly difficult depending on your upper body strength, obviously, but technique is as much as anything. The ones who seem to struggle the most tend to be some who are a little shorter because of how tall some of the tarps were. That seemed to be more the obstacle with the way they have you do it. The part that I was so worried about was getting on the back of the trailer. You're actually doing it from the side, you're not doing it from the back. And no, there wasn't a reason to worry because it doesn't matter the form. You don't get extra points for doing it and landing or sticking your landing. You just have to get up there, and you just grab a hold of it. You get yourself a little momentum, and with your knees, and you just flop yourself up on the belly if you have to. There are some people that are younger, better shape that were able to. More or less hop up there, just grab a hold of it and toss their feet up there. I didn't care about that. I just wanted to get up there and get it done. Um, and then TMC has a reputation for their testing. The general knowledge coming right out of school, for the most part, was very easy because a lot of the stuff was just already still in my brain. Depending on how you do with academics would make it a little bit more challenging. But in that situation, if you're someone who you struggle retaining knowledge or anything like that, then you just slow down. You look up each of each of the questions, Google or whatever, because it's open book. There's no time limit on that one, and so you should be able to do pretty good. The next one was the DOT with the FMCSA book, I believe it is, or the safety book. I get them confused. It is a green book. And for that one there, I was very blessed. When I went to the school, we had a exit exam that was very similar to what TMC provided for their questions. So several of the answers I knew just off the top of my head. There's a couple of them. I'll go back to one for the general knowledge. I can't really give the specific answer because I'm sure that's going to violate something along the way. But when you're evaluating the distance for following, remember you're in the flatbed and whatnot. Um, so keep that in mind. Don't just assume a lot of longer tractor trailers and stuff like that. I know that's kind of vague because I don't really know how to go about and be more precise without giving the specific answer. Um, so we did the DOT test. You have until Wednesday to get each of these done. I was able to get them done today. There's only one I haven't done, and that's one we will do Wednesday morning. It's on hours of service. The third one was a math one, and yeah, there's some questions in there that um, you really have to read. The main thing to take away from the math test is there are several just add these numbers together and tell us what the answer is. Subtract these numbers, tell us what the answer is. Multiply these numbers, tell us what the answer is. So the challenging questions were more sprinkled throughout, and there's like 45 or 50 of the questions total. Again, it's not timed, so it's not a big deal. Just take your time, do the math. Um, if you're handy with using your calculator on your phone, you can do so. A friend of mine recommended getting a physical calculator, and I am so grateful I did. Big block numbers made it so much easier versus trying to use a little one or use my phone. I just got a big calculator, cheap one from Amazon, brought it with me, knocked out the test. When you do the testing, if you come to TMC and you do the math, remember, this is a tip someone gave me along the way, and I'll pass it on. Look at the example. If the example answer has a dollar sign and a decimal, make sure your answer has a dollar sign and a decimal. If the example has just a decimal and then the rest of the answer, that's what it should look like. If it doesn't have the dollar sign, don't get it. For example, if your example says dollar sign $327.38, I don't know, I'm just pulling something out there, then you'd want to make sure your answer is in the same exact format with dollar sign, decimal point, and so forth. Other than that, the math test was actually really simple because the bulk of the questions for me were multiplication and addition. There were some where you had to do multiple steps within the problem, and that can get tricky. But if you're doing the others and taking your time, checking your answers before you select them or before you type them in, you should be okay if you struggle with some of those others. I did miss one question. I'm kicking myself because I had the answer, the exact answer, and apparently I forgot the decimal or the comma. I don't remember which one it was. It just showed me the correct answer after one, which is what I had written down. So I think I forgot to put the comma. So it would have been like something like just a number, 100,000 or 100 comma 563. So for 100,563, I forgot the comma between the 100 and 1,000 mark. Class is really relaxed. You get up, you go, do what you need to. I'm a little out of it right now because blood sugar's a little bit low. We didn't eat until about 1 or so today because they wanted to do the agility testing before we ate lunch. And in order to do the agility testing, you had to have done your DOT physical with TMC. That was cake. Found out recently my diabetes is back, so I had to bring a copy of my current A1C. And because I had that, I had my 90-day report from my sleep machine. Had everything. I brought it with me. Brought a letter from the doctor saying the diabetes has been treated and whatnot. I didn't have any problems. He didn't even blink. He just said you need to work on your blood sugar, or on your blood sugar, A1C, which I am. Get rid of carbs. So this one, there's been a little bit of rambling. I apologize about that. I'm just trying to go through my brain. This kind of a brain dump at the end of the evening. The instructors that I've interacted with today, just been fantastic. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like when we get to different segments of the orientation, but my first impression today was really good, and I'm looking forward to climbing into the Peterbilt and getting to drive it some. A little trepidatious, but trying to look on the positive side, because driving a flatbed split axle is going to be different than driving the normal dual tandem or whatever on the box trucks. So I'm going to try and get this uploaded. If you have any comments or suggestions, questions, let me know, and I'll see what I can do for a follow-up video. I do not have my computer with me, so some of the intro and outro, for example, will be gone, but we'll try and keep the videos coming while I'm here, giving updates and answering any questions that I see. So if you got anything out of the video, you appreciate it, please go ahead and give a like and leave a comment below. I appreciate you guys, and you have a good day.